Let's solve this simultaneous equation by using the substitution method. The first step would be, as always, to number the equations 1 and 2. It's easier to use the substitution method and get started if we find an equation where we have only x or only y. So for example, in this equation we have x plus 5y is equal to minus 4. So we're gonna rearrange the equation number 2. So the first step would be rearranging 2 for x, for the variable x. Okay, so we're going to move 5y to the other side. On the left side we're going to have only x is equal to minus 5y minus 4. Now we came up with a way to express x in y and numbers. Okay, so the next step would be to number this as 3. So if we substitute the equation 3 into equation number 1, we have 5x plus 3y is equal to 24. But instead of writing x, we're going to write this, minus 5y minus 4. So instead of x, we're going to write minus 5y minus 4. So let's see. 5x means 5 times x, even though we don't write it out. We know that it's 5 times x. So 5 bracket, which means multiplication. And instead of writing x, we write minus 5y minus 4. Now we only written 5x so far, and then we have to continue. Plus 3y is equal to 24. Plus 3y is equal to 24. The next step would be to take 5 times minus 5y is minus 25y. 5 times minus 4 is minus 20. We're just going to write out 3y as it is, and then is equal to 24. Minus 25y plus 3y is minus 22y. 24, and let's see, we're going to move minus 20 to the other side. It becomes plus 20. So 24 plus 20 is 48. The next step would be to take this side divided by minus 22, and the same thing on this side. Take 48 and divide it by minus 22. Sorry, here's a mistake. Of course, 24 plus 20 is 44, not 48. So 44 divided by minus 22 is equal to 22 goes 2 times in 44, but we have plus and minus, so it's going to be minus 2. Now we have a value of the value for y, and now we can just continue and a little bit to try to find out the value for x. So we can use equation number 1 or equation number 2, it doesn't really matter. So let's substitute y is equal to -2 into, and let's use equation number 1. Equation number 1, 5x, I'm gonna write it out as it is, 5x plus 3y, but we're not gonna write 3y, we're gonna write 3 and then bracket -2, so it's gonna be 3 times -2, and then just continue to write out the rest of the equation is equal to 24. 5x plus 3 times -2 is plus -6 is -6 is equal to 24, and 5x, we're going to move -6 to the other side, it becomes +6, 24 plus 6 is 30. Now we just have to divide this side by 5 and this side by 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. And we're gonna finish this exercise by writing out the answer. X is equal to 6 and y is equal to -2.